Let's break it down. The broken baker's coming to town. From Denmark with love, watching courts go wild. American drama got me hooked like a child. Twists in the courtroom, objections all day. Live on the screen, come and join the fray. Step one, grab your coffee, settle in tight. Step two, laugh at the chaos left and right. Step three, Danish take on the law so crazy. Step four, hit subscribe, don't be lazy. Oh yeah! He's the broken baker, breaking down cases, real truth shaker. Witty and fun from across the sea. The broken baker set my free. Hey, hey, broken baker, Danish style so smooth. Legal madness in the groove. Yeah, join the live today. The broken baker's here to slay. High profile trials, witnesses spin. Alibis cracking, let the fun begin. Outside of you with a humorous twist. True crime fans, you don't wanna miss. Even when it's broken, we find the fun. Danish baker baking truth for everyone. The broken baker, yeah. Hit that bell, let's go
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, what if any you might be, and welcome back. I hope you got something to eat. I got my dinner ready, so let's get back to court when they start so I can eat my dinner. But interesting morning. Nothing really got out there. Ireland is really coming in today. Welcome, Ireland. Bienvenue, Ireland. And whatever Miss Garbage Brain said, I might have said about Ireland earlier, it's absolutely not true. I am a big fan of the Irish. My co host is also a very big fan of your most beloved TV show called Leprechaun. Her favorite movie is Leprechaun 2, Back in the Hood. And that's how we feel about the Irish on this channel. And yeah, Sue, like I told you on Discord, sometimes you're gone in the morning, you're back in the evening. Sometimes you're gone in you're here in the morning and back blocked at night. It is all true. Yes, I am a very big fan of the Irish. I actually have a mod who is Irish. Well, she's Mexican, but her name is Irish. And oh, gracias. But no, we had a little hiccup this morning because Miss Garbage Brain was saying inflammatory statements about the Irish, and I wouldn't stand for it because I will fight for them. That's not what we do on this channel. We don't kink shame, country shame. We kill a shame. Maybe that's why. Maybe use your burner account to play Words on Stream. Think about that. Iris and Jamie are going to Ireland to find the leprechauns in the hood. Yeah, you will be greeted by, or you'll have the pleasure of having Iris and Jamie. Just don't have Iris anywhere near anything that can tip over, and don't stand too close when Jamie gets excited because she will punch you. But other than that, they are good people. 12:55 daytime along the Gulf Coast, USA. Well, enjoy that. Is it the iris that swings from the trees, or is it the Scots? No, the iris are the ones who drink Guinness, and the Scots are the one who drink whiskey. I think so. And Sue got a membership chat. That's why I made the burner cheese. Well, thank you for 26 months, Sue. It wasn't the same without your lovely mock in the chat telling everyone how stupid they are and how they cannot beat you in word games. I find it mean, but some people like it when you are angry at them. It's wet and miserable here today. If you're coming, bring rain gear. It's been it's a little rainy here as well. Very foggy. Du, du, du. But are we expecting that the defense lawyer is coming back? Has he's been out there? He have taken time to consider. I need to hit her harder. I need to get her off balance. Or is he just coming back and say, "Can you read this email? Did you write this email? Did you write? I don't like being in prison. Yes. Why did you write that? I wasn't a fan of prison. Just a moment, Your Honor. Can you read this email? Did you write this email? No, that's from my mom. Do you remember this email? No. So when she says objection, Your Honor. Yeah. Well, so far you haven't missed that much. The most important part is the au pair because she is the one. If she convinces you that he didn't do it, I don't think there's a lot of technical evidence that'll convince you he did it. If she doesn't, he's up shit creek. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no. Yesterday, you got the full timeline from the state, and he came up there, and when we listened to opening statement, this was where he was going to make his money, and he has just been dull. Every single question takes 5 hours. It's been so slow. I don't know even know I forgot to put my poll down this morning. Did we go for like 3 hours, 4 hours, and nothing happened? He was just asking about emails that just showed, yeah, she was having a depression because she was caught in prison. Who wouldn't? My daughter's birthday is next week, and she informed me she wants an ice cream cake this year. Guess she's tired of mom's homemade cakes. You tell her there's no ice cream cake. Mom is making cake. I have my birthday next week as well. Again, if you are in Denmark, close to Denmark, or flying into Denmark, next Wednesday at 10 in the morning, we are meeting up in Odense. That's a town in Denmark. At the train station, 10 o'clock in the morning, where we will have a day. MLS Dave is over here, so we're gonna. He found some app that'll take us around Odense and look at places. So we're gonna do that, and we're probably gonna do some Hans Christian Andersen as well, and then probably have some sort of lunch. So if you're nearby or want to swing by, take the train, meet us 10ish in Odense for a little meet up out there. I was in jail, not prison, for 11 hours, and I wanted to hang myself from the bunk. Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere near that. You're wrong, El Dente. You're all gonna get lost in the woods. Oh, we're going to Odense. It's a city.
Missing somebody.
It's a mad scramble to get up the elevator.
We're gonna go look at old buildings, most likely. Yeah, he needs some kind of flow, because this is just too slow.
Let's wait a minute.
But I love that we have a lot of Irish people here today, because we have a few Welshmen, we have Dodo, who is Scottish, and now we have a lot of Irish. We used to have a lot of Dutch people. They
You want to
disappeared.
go ahead and bring her
They
out?
probably drowned. I'll be in warm Florida for our birthdays, Baker. Are you having a birthday on the 21st as well? Only the cool people have to, because then you're the first day in the waterman sign. Or as you call them, jellyfish. I think I've talked about it. We have this program about reoffenders, and they just it's a medical.
Came up, wasn't moving, but I don't know if I'm stuck.
It's some kind of psychological. They just don't see themselves as criminal. It's okay. I do drugs
We'll be
because
right
I need it. It's for my mental disability. So it's okay. I do 400 grams of amphetamine. Nothing to do with anything. Come on now. One of them had been out 6 days, and then he bought a kilo of amphetamine. And he's highly paranoid because he does so much drugs. Funny enough, he hasn't been going back in.
Just a reminder, when I say 2 o'clock, I do mean 2 o'clock. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right, are we ready for the jury?
I know this
Are you
one
Mr.
when I
Graham?
was deployed, you get institutionalized really fast. You like that pattern. You know where you go, you know when you get up, you know when you go to bed, you know when you eat. It was the same when you were deployed. Yeah, sometimes you had to go out and stuff would happen. But you know when your next meal was being served, you know when you had to be at work. It's really nice. You don't have to think about things. Oh, then you should go visit Sue. Sue lives in well, it's not technically abandoned because she lives there, but no one can tell that it hasn't been burned down since the Civil War. Will you take pictures of your birthday? Is it Hans Christian Andersen? No, it's Hans Christian Andersen, with an E in the end. But I will take pictures out there and maybe a little video and stuff like that, because then I can pay for dinner and say it's a business trip. Is everyone's cell service down? I know yesterday TwitSwat was down a lot here in Denmark.
Mr. Carroll, your next question?
Thank you.
J7 is in Massachusetts. Verizon is having outrages with cell service for those in the US. If someone told me when I was going to do everything in my day, I would go nuts. You would think so, but you feel very liberated because you have time to do all that stuff. Oh, I'm going to watch a movie now. I know I don't have to do anything because I don't have anywhere to be till tomorrow at 7 o'clock. You're not shopping. You're not out looking for work. You're not at Costco because you get up, you eat your breakfast, you go to do your job, you go to do lunch, then you go back to your job, then you go to dinner, and you have the rest of the day off.
I apologize. A little technical difficulty.
Need to visit Wales. We have lots of old buildings, especially castles. I live on the island where there's most castles per square inch, I think it is, or per inhabitant.
Sorry.
It's just Lisa, I think, who gave you your membership. That's why it's good to have my little reminders. Or it could have been J7, because she also gifted memberships in the first reel. But are they cool castles or just ugh? Well, E-score, I think you would like. I think you would like. It's after. No, that's not that interesting. Maybe you would like Koldinghus as well, the one I got married at. Well, we had our marriage party at. That's really. They have a really cool museum. I think you would like Kronborg. Kronborg is kind of like that one where in the fairy tales with a moat around it and with big spires. It's not really a defensive
Your Honor,
capital.
is it published to
Fancy.
the
It's
council?
It's just a council at the moment. And to the witness.
The witness? Ma'am, is this the person that you is your support and you're working with?
Say it again?
Do you see on the camera before you?
Yes, I can.
Okay, is that your friend Kate Brower?
It is.
Okay.
Do you want to make that Exhibit 62? Just,
Yes, Your Honor,
Picture?
Exhibit 62,
okay.
and I'd like to play that for the witness.
No, if you want to approach.
Look who is I'm eating. So that wasn't long, and so now he's trying to imply that she's just making all of this up to sell her story. Good one. And can someone tell me why you like bagels? It's the driest piece of bread I've ever eaten in my life. And yes, I did eat it.
And did you have a conversation with your friend on March 14th, 2025?
Well, you have the date, so I would say I'll take your word for it.
Do you remember the date?
I don't remember date.
How many conversations do you have with her?
Depends. Sometimes more often than other times.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that. How many times have you talked to her?
How many what?
How many times have you talked to her?
I don't know.
Okay. When did you first meet her?
I would say back in January, February, I want to
January,
say.
February of 25?
Yes,
And you continue talking to her to
Yes.
this date?
yeah.
When was the last time you talked to her?
Last week, I guess.
Last week?
Yes.
Okay. And so how many times a week do you talk to her?
Well, I don't know how many times I talked to her.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said, I don't know how many times.
Okay. Do you talk every week?
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you talk 2 times a week?
Sometimes.
Okay. Do you talk 3 times a week?
Sometimes.
Do you talk 4 times a week?
Well, we have the records because I don't remember. I can tell it.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
I can tell.
You can't tell? You don't know?
I don't know for
So you don't
sure.
have a guess of
I
how
don't
many
know for
times you've
sure.
talked to your friend?
No.
Okay. Ma'am, do you see what's on your screen there relating to the smart jail mail?
I see it.
Okay. And let me just slide it up.
Just for the record, so the record knows what she's looking at. So the picture was 62 that we just.
Yes, sure.
That she just saw. And so this would be 63, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Defense Exhibit 63.
thank you.
These are a compressed version of smart jail mail communications.
Yes,
Do you see that?
I see it.
And are these the communications, you can see the ones that you're responsible for are the outgoing communications?
Yes,
Can you look at that first outgoing communication just to make sure that it's accurate and it's yours?
yes,
Okay. And so that appears to be from January of this year. And those are back and forth communications between you and Kate Brower, is that right?
right.
And it says this is 100 that's on this document of 236 entries. Would that be accurate in terms of your back and forth communications with Kate Brower since January 28th?
Judge, I'm going to object at this time. If we go back up to the top of the document, please.
Could go up to the top.
Judge, this question assumes facts, not an evidence. There's a date range at the top of the document that necessarily limits the number of messages that we're going to see.
I guess the date range is,
I'm not sure I understand that, Judge. May we approach?
yeah, why don't we approach?
Come on, dude. I'm eating here. What you on about, Sue? What are you complaining about now? No, it's not Ugly Betty. I don't know where that actor is gone, but I don't think she's a 25-year-old suburban nanny. Yes, because it's all horrible. Has he asked 3 questions since they came back? It's been 10 minutes, 10 minutes since we started. He's asked 3 questions, had 2 objections, and 2 sidebars. And what is it? What are you eating? A little top steak swallowed in underwear. What? I'm eating a bagel with some chicken on top of it. It's dry as hell. I really don't understand why people like bagels. And I have 2 more left, so I have to eat them tomorrow. Ugh. Yeah, I'm supposed to. Well, I can't eat on break because I have to make my dinner, and I have 40 minutes.
Ma'am, I'm sorry if I created some confusion there, but I'm asking for whether or not
to eating.
the 263 messages were from January 28th, the first message, up until October of last year. Does that sound right?
Oh, it sounds right. It's there.
Okay. Do you need to see any more, ma'am, in order to verify that these are your communications?
What is your question?
Do you need to see any more of this document in order to verify that these are your communications?
No.
Okay.
It is a bagel. It's a chili cheese bagel.
Excuse me.
I do eat mayo. I don't know where Marissa has gotten that fact wrong.
Calling your attention to the Smart Jail Mail dated 12/9/2024 at 1:20 p.m. It will be identified as number 64.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you read that and see if that's a communication that you remember writing?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. And the highlighted area, can you read that to the jury?
Yeah, it says, now I'm sending a message because I'm talking to Josh, Matthew's friend, and each time he sends a message, he transfers 50 credits, which is necessary to send the message.
And ma'am, if you can look at December 13th, the Smart Jail Mail, 12/13/2024 at 9:25 a.m. Did you write this
Yes,
and you recognize it?
I do.
Can you read the highlighted portion to the, I'm sorry, Judge, this would be Defense Exhibit 65.
Okay.
Can you read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Yes, it says, yes, let's work together to achieve more things. After a while, when I'm back home, I'll look for a producer and write a book with my story, and maybe even make a movie. Make money, right? Lawyers, producers, everyone tells me to do this, that I have a talent.
Ma'am, if you could look at what will be marked as Defense Exhibit 66, March 4th, 2025, 2:41 p.m. Is this something that you wrote?
Yes,
Okay. And can you read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
yes, it says, what can you do, right? I had a video call with a producer who works with Netflix, and they want to make a movie or documentary about my case, and he explained in terms of compensation, money, etc. Things that Josh had denied, saying that don't do that, right? Anyway, he wants to finalize the contract already, so when I leave here, we can have the interview and everything else. But they want to be exclusive, so I can talk only to them. It's worth it. They want to pay because they want to talk to you too, in interviews, and you share photos, videos, facts from when I was a child, adolescence, etc. Things for them to add to the movie. So they're thinking about $10,000, which would be around $55,000 in our money. Helps and it's good, but I want to negotiate. I want more than this because if I sign the contract, I end up losing other opportunities to make more money if I talk to other producers, etc. Right? We have to think. I know I can make even more than $25,000. It would already be more than $100,000 in our money, reais. Think about our future. What do we want to do?
Your Honor, I'd identify this next item as exhibit number 67, 3/5/2025, 4:06 p.m. Ma'am, do you recognize this smart jail mail communication that you created?
Yes,
And could you please read the highlighted portions?
yes. It says the documentary film will be made regardless of whether I am here or in Brazil. It'll be an interview and everything. I'm still talking to them, negotiating. I want a higher amount, especially since my whole life will be exposed to everyone, right? And they're going to be making a lot of money off of it. We deserve something.
Okay. And in that instance, so these last messages that have been in the spring of 2025 appear to have changed their tone. Is that correct?
What do you mean, in terms of what?
Well, they're less about, I'm so upset, I'm in this situation, I'm feeling pain, I'm feeling torture, I'm feeling all those sorts of things. Or, Brendan and I are still going to be together, which some of the older ones were. Or, I haven't seen my lawyer, I don't know what's going to happen with this trial, we don't see any of that. We're talking about the future now, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and you're talking about the future and basically what the future is going to mean for you monetarily, isn't that right?
He talks about it.
Okay, is that what you're doing?
What I am doing?
Yeah, you're making a plan for how you're going to negotiate?
Eventually.
Okay, and I think your last words were, "We do deserve something." Is that
Yes.
right?
It is right.
And what's the reason? Just give the details as to why you think you deserve something.
In my point of view, it's always been most about my family and what I've put them through, what they've been going through since my arrest and all this had happened, what they've been struggling with. And so my whole point was about helping them because that was something that when I was working before. And if they can have something to help them, I want them to have it.
Okay, but you're saying "we," which includes you. Is that right? And
Well, yeah, if-
You deserve something. What does that mean?
Take literally the word "we," yeah, that's me.
So what does that mean, you deserve something?
Judge, I'm going to object. It's been asked, she just answered it, and she answered it very well.
Overruled. Can you ask?
What does that mean? You deserve something.
That's what it says, the words, "we."
I know that. What do you mean?
Also-
What are the details that are associated with making a
Yeah,
statement?
so also me in the future, yes.
And what is it you deserve something for?
For everything we've been through, my family and I, for everybody,
For being what you've been through?
for being through what I've been through.
Okay. You were charged with murder because you shot someone. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
And so why would you deserve something because of that?
Not because of that. I didn't say that I deserve something because of
Okay.
what I did.
I didn't hear any details, so feel free to tell me why.
I'm saying for after, when this is over, for me and my family. And again, for everything we've been through.
Okay. Now, prior to you accepting the Commonwealth's offer and accepting the story, were you negotiating with anyone prior to taking your plea?
Not that I remember.
Okay, I'm sorry, not that you remember.
Yes.
Okay. Were you talking to any media?
Not that I remember either.
Okay. Was there any talk of money with anyone, no matter who it was,
No.
other than people that you want to pay into your account?
No.
Okay, so this newfound interest in a nest egg for yourself or money for you has come about since you pled guilty and accepted their deal, correct?
Well, that is correct.
And you and I guess it took a little time to go out into the future in order for you to feel comfortable doing that. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, I was thinking about my future, yes.
Thinking it was a huge risk?
Is what?
Did you say huge risk?
No, I was thinking about my future, yes.
Oh,
That's what I
thinking about your
said.
future, okay.
Yes.
And so that gets back to where I started. So that's just what this is about, is just thinking about your future?
You can say that.
Okay. Well, do you say that?
If you want to put it that way, yes.
Okay, thank you. Do you see the letter that's marked March 8th, 2025?
Yes.
Did you write that?
Yes,
Do you see the highlighted portions?
I can.
And, Your Honor, this is Defendant 68. Can you read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, I'm talking to this girl. She's an author, published books and everything. She even sent me her books to read. Her name is Kate. She works with the guy named Zacharias. We have video calls sometimes. They are the ones interested in making a documentary with Netflix about my case, interview, etc. So I'm negotiating with them regarding money, etc. And they could help me while I'm here putting money in my account.
And is that the first time that you told your mom about her?
Well, that's the only message I have here that mentions her, so I would say so.
Okay. And the words say that you're negotiating. Do you have anyone assisting you in negotiating this?
No.
Okay, so it's just you on your own against the television people?
I mean, I had some people, I would say cellmates, that talked to me about it, and they were more, I would say more smart about it, I guess, and telling me to negotiate, and yeah.
Okay,
So I had people telling me that.
so you're getting advice, but you're doing the negotiation.
Well, I was the one texting, yes, but I was getting advice, yes.
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
I was the one texting, but I was getting advice from other people, yes.
Okay. And those are also on Smart Jail Mail?
Yes, should be. What, the messages?
Yeah, the people that you're getting advice from.
No, it's not.
Okay, how are you communicating with them?
I just said it was my cellmates.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I didn't understand that. March 11th, 2025, Defense Exhibit Number 69. Ma'am, is this something that you wrote?
Yes.
And the highlighted portion, can you read that for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, I'm still waiting for my lawyer, like a fool. He doesn't return any messages or anything, call, visit, nothing. It's been more than a month since I've been trying to talk to him. Anyway, what can I do, I need food, but if depend on him, I will start first. I'm talking to the people I told you about who want to make a documentary with Netflix. The guy says he can send me some money to buy things now, but that he would send a contract through my lawyer for me to sign. But I'm not very confident in doing this because I'm talking to another company that they'll probably be able to offer more,
Okay. And it's clear then you didn't sign a contract, but money has been sent?
Yeah, to buy stuff, yes.
Okay, how much do you think that amount is?
I cannot recall the amount.
Okay, $1,000?
No,
$500?
I don't know.
It's close to 500?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Ma'am, are you able to see what's on the screen?
What?
Are you able to see what's on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. What, this is going to be related to questions relating to what you have there. Can you see what that is?
Well, I'm not so sure what it is, so.
It's a WhatsApp chat between you and Christine Banfield,
Okay.
okay?
Is this
Yeah.
number 70 for the record?
Yes, Defense Exhibit 70.
Okay.
Do you see that, ma'am?
Yes.
And do you remember on January 9th chatting with Christine Banfield on the phone?
I do not remember the date specifically.
Okay, the date is the date when the email account was created.
Okay.
So I think you'd said she was up in the upstairs bedroom, correct?
Correct.
And you were down in the basement?
I did not say that.
Okay. Do you know where you were?
I said I don't remember.
You don't remember where you were?
I do not.
Okay. And do you remember? Okay, so I think you had testified that you didn't remember where you were when the account was signed on, but this
What?
is
Where when?
when the account was signed in, was created. The email
Well,
account,
now I'm confused.
January 9th?
What?
January 9th?
Oh, okay. I'm confused just about what you just said.
Okay, we previously talked about setting up the email account, and you'd
Right.
indicated that you and Brendan did it, right?
Right.
And you weren't sure which room of the house, but you were below where Christine was, which was in the top level bedroom, correct?
Yeah, we're always, yes.
But do you
alone.
remember saying that to me? It was just this morning.
Well, I said I didn't remember where I was in the house.
Right, but do you remember saying that the two of you were together, you just weren't sure if it was the main floor or the basement floor?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any clarity on where you were
No.
at this point? Okay.
No.
So, but you were chatting with Christine just prior to the setup of the account, isn't that right?
Well, I do not remember.
Okay, if this is before the setup of the account, you were chatting with her, right? That's all I'm asking is what you have on the screen here.
I'm going to object. I don't think that she's answered that she knows that this is before or after or when in
What's
conjunction.
the objection? I'm not, I really need one-word objections from you. That would be very helpful.
I apologize, Your Honor. Objection is foundation, lack of
Okay,
foundation.
foundation, there we go.
Well, I think the foundation is, this is the WhatsApps,
Well,
which
you
have
want to
been
lay a foundation for it, that's fine.
for the question?
Yes.
Okay. We previously talked about you and Brendan setting up an email account, correct?
Correct.
And it was on January 9th, correct?
Well, I'll take it for it. Correct.
Okay. And Well, do you dispute that it was on January 9th?
I'm saying if you're asking about dates again, I don't know about date, but if that's what says on the system, the history, I'll take for it.
Okay, well, I don't necessarily want you to do that. What I want you to do is remember it, and what one might do when trying to remember it is remember the times that you and he were together and who was signing into the accounts.
Mr. Carroll, is there a question there?
I'm just trying to direct her.
I need a question.
Sorry. So you don't know what day the account was set up?
I already said it before, I don't.
Okay. And you're not sure are you certain as to whether or not this is a communication that you had on January 9th?
Again, Mr. Carroll, if it's here, it is what it is.
Okay, so we can conclude that you had a WhatsApp chat.
Right.
And from there on after this, you don't remember anything?
Gosh. No, I don't.
Okay. Let me switch gears here and go through something hopefully that you'll know. Ma'am, can you see the slides
Yes, I can.
that are before you?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recognize those?
Yes.
Okay. If I told you this was January 21st, 2023, would you know, did you do this or did Brendan do this?
I would say based on the writing he did.
I don't know that, I'm not sure what you said.
I said he did.
Brendan did.
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Carroll, just again for the record, is this a 71? Is it
This would be a presentation as 71.
the whole PowerPoint presentation?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, this is a FetLight message from January 19th, 2023. Do you recall that message?
Well, it's very similar to many other messages that were exchanged on the website.
It's very similar to what?
To the other messages exchanged on the website.
Okay. Do you recognize this?
It's very familiar, yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me, did you create this or did Brendan create this?
Both of us we still write basically the same things, I would say. Very similar ways and, yeah.
Okay, let's try it this way. Who typed it?
Well, both of us use it to type.
Okay, so which one typed this one?
I can tell for sure, this one.
So you don't know which one of you did it?
This one, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay. And if you didn't do it, then did Brendan do it? Or is it
You.
just your memory?
It's either of us. We were the only ones using the website to write messages.
Okay.
So
And
one-
my question is, which one of the two of you, there's only two, which one of you did this one?
I can tell.
You can't tell? Okay. Now, at this point, when this one was written, did Brendan have his laptop, or did you have his laptop? Do you know?
If we what?
At the time that this one was written, which I told you was January 19th, 2023, do you know if Brendan had the laptop or you had the laptop?
Well, we always had her laptop.
Okay, I guess I'm asking about you.
And I'm telling you, I do not recall if it was me or him.
You don't recall?
This one, I don't.
Okay. Do you recall who was on the laptop?
Again, either me or him.
Okay. Do you recall this message?
Again, the messages are all similar. If you scroll through all the messages exchanged, they're all very similar.
Right. But there were certain things that you would write and there were certain things that he would write. You testified that to the ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen of the jury.
Yeah.
Do you see any of the things that you traditionally would write when you were reviewing this?
I normally use some different words than he used to use.
Did you read this?
I wouldn't use I am without the apostrophe, for example. I normally say I am. I talk different ways sometimes, like, yeah, but I can tell some stuff that I wouldn't say,
Okay.
like dumb, like,
So your position is you just don't know.
Yes.
I did what?
You just don't know
I don't know what.
whether you did this or not.
Well, I'm supposed to say for sure, right? So
Well,
I'm not
just
gonna, I'm not
asking
gonna, I'm not
between
gonna
the
guess.
two of you in the plan,
Yeah. So
who did it and who didn't?
you're telling me to be specific with this message. I'm telling you I don't remember which one of us did it. You see, if I can guess, I'm not gonna give you any guesses. I'm gonna just say I'm not sure.
Okay, and just, I mean, I don't want to be misunderstood. I'm just trying to find out what you wrote.
Right.
And so what you're telling me is so far, you haven't written any of these things.
No, I had to go out and get something to put on the
Asked and
bagel to
answered,
make it less
and,
horrible. Why is my
He's also
camera?
mischaracterizing her answer.
All right. As asked and answered, I'll sustain that objection next.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Can you see that one?
Yes.
This was on January 22nd, 2023. Do you remember that?
It could have been me. It could have been Brendan.
Okay. I appreciate that statement, but are you trying to remember whether or not you wrote this?
You're telling me to be specific if it was me or Brendan, and I'm telling you that I do not recall which one of us. And the reason is because we're always doing this most times together, and the words are very similar, and they're very all familiar. So if I can tell you for sure, I'm not gonna say again, I don't know.
Okay. And do you know who was using the computer?
I'm gonna keep giving the same answer, Mr. Carroll. It's either me or Brendan.
Okay.
Yes.
How about this answer? Or this statement that was put on the FetLife website? Have you read it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember it?
Remember what? If it was me, if it was Brendan, if
Do you remember the message first? And then
Well-
I'll ask you the question.
there was all the type of message, again, exchange the same kind of messages. It's impossible for me not to remember, but it's hard for me to say which one of us wrote those messages.
Okay, it looks like there are some of the things that you told the ladies and gentlemen of the jury that you would oftentimes be part of. Like it says in the second one, gagged. Don't leave marks on my face, I think you may have said. Are those familiar?
Miss Scarlett, it has been absolutely horrible. He has been on a fishing expedition to try and get her to say one word he can use against her. She has made a deal with some production company, and he's trying to spin that into, well, you just made all of this up so you could make money. That's kind of where I'm feeling he's trying to take that. And now he's going in there and saying, well, you wrote all of these messages on the fetish website, because who can remember who wrote what in January of 2023? Again, and she's giving him the same answer. He's getting the same question. He's going to bring up the next one, and it's going to be the same. Who wrote it? I don't know. One of us wrote it. I don't know who. And when I wrote it, it was on behalf of Brendan. It's painstakingly slow. He doesn't know what he's asking, and it's the same question over and over and over and over again. This is the point where he should have her crying, smashed down, admitting, I did all of this because I was a gold digger who wanted to bang this man to get a green card and get money, and I wanted his wife out of the picture. That's why I did this. And what he has gotten is, who wrote an email? I don't know. Why did you take a plea deal? Well, only an idiot want to be in prison. And that's all we have had. It's does this lawyer have any emotion to shake up? Not so far. And again, she's been in prison for 3 years. She's probably toughened up and prepared for this, because she knows if this goes well, I'm going to go in front of a judge. They're going to say, time served. There's the bus. You're going on the first airplane back to Brazil. She'll go back to Brazil. She'll get in a little bit of a better shape. She'll get her hair done again. She'll be an au pair in Italy, and she'll find another man that she can seduce, and then she can hopefully live with him. Yes, I am very massage therapist right now, but I think this lady was in it for the green card. That's what I'm thinking with this lady. And yes, he really, really needs to get his prune juice so his bowel movements can start.
To you based upon those items that you testified to the jury?
It is familiar.
Okay. But you don't know which one, you or Brendan?
We both used those exact
He's
same
not getting
words.
anything.
It's
fine that she's snippy. So what? He's not getting her to admit anything that will help his client. She's going to say all of this, and yeah, you'll feel, yeah, she was a little snotty biatch. So do I. And then they're going to bring in the guy who's going to show you all of the Cellbrite data about how they set this up. Then they're going to bring in the guy who's going to show you all the location data where Brennan was going around meeting with her. Then they're going to show surveillance videos from the gun range where he took her shooting so she could learn how to handle a gun. And you will have forgotten that this is an insufferable young lady who anyone who had listened to her for 2 minutes would think, lobotomize yourself with an ice pick. It is Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday. Could be a good idea.
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
No, you need
about
more
this
than
one?
just one unlikable witness. What?
What about it?
Do you recognize it?
Sir, with all due respect here, I said those things are all very familiar words. We use with all the people we communicated. So if you want me to be specific, again, I might say it's me, or I might say it's Brendan, and if I'm not sure, what am I doing? I'm guessing, and I'm not doing this.
So you're not going to answer my questions about specific pieces of evidence that I'm showing you?
Objection, she answered, objection asked and answered, objection argumentative.
I think she says she's not going to do this.
Not a chance. 25-cent bet the judge will pull her in prison. No, there is an agreement with for
Ma'am,
her.
you see the next message?
And
I do.
she won't break that one. He wants to say it was all her. Yes.
Have you read it?
I did.
Is it you or Brendan?
Again, I don't know.
Ma'am, do you see this message?
Yes,
Have you read it?
I read it.
Is it Brendan or is it you?
Okay, I should say for sure, right? Yes or no for sure, if it's me or him?
Stop being snarky. Just say, I don't know. That's all. Just say that all the way through. You don't have to rationalize why you can't answer. Just say, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, because then you'll make him look foolish for asking the same question. And yes, of course, he should be fighting for his client, but this is not helping his client because he hasn't gotten to where he wanted. It's you who did it. That's the thing he wants the jury to believe. And I haven't seen anything taking me there.
Is it
100%
Brendan
sure.
or is it you?
Okay, I don't know.
See this message, ma'am?
I do.
Tell me when you finish reading it.
Finished.
Is it Brendan who wrote that or is it you who wrote that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
I said I don't know.
You don't know.
Well, I'm an
Yes.
international massage therapist, so I hate women. You know that.
Aaron, take one moment, please.
Okay.
Is he going to keep her up there saying, I don't know for the rest of the day? And blow your nose. Well, Jack, that's just because you had that troublesome relationship with your mom. Yeah, again, show her, just show the jury once or twice that.
Ma'am, on Exhibit 70 that I just showed you, 71. What? On 71, which was the screenshots that I just showed you.
Only if
This one that's on the screen now is 70.
only if
Yeah,
the
this is
defense-
70.
Oh, the state talks about it.
The previous chats that you pretty much said, I don't know to anything. Do you realize that you told the Commonwealth that Brendan did 5 of those?
Well, just because I remembered something at the time where we had the interview, it doesn't mean I'm remembering the same things right now.
Okay, and when you said that, that was October 25th, 2024. Do you recall that?
When I said
you
what?
talked to Mr. Klingon?
When I said what?
That Brendan did 5 of those.
It was October,
October of 2024, when you sat down with
the
them.
first interview?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you recall that?
I remember the interview, yes.
Okay. If I show you those messages now, knowing what I've just told you, would you be able to identify which ones you identified from Mr. Klingon?
Maybe, maybe not. Again, things I remembered when I told them, when I had an interview. It doesn't mean I'm gonna remember just right now.
Okay. Now, let's go back and try talking about a specific date and see if that gives you any, and that's actually why we have 70 here. So these are digital forensics from WhatsApp. Do you understand that? And so WhatsApp is saying is that you and Christine had a conversation during
Okay.
that period of time.
Okay.
Do you want to look at it and just make sure you're familiar with it? Sorry, there it is.
Blow your nose. Oh, I can't stand sniffling.
I think
This
if
is
you put it in
worse than
presentation
lip
mode,
smacking.
you can,
I'm sorry.
if you put your PowerPoint in presentation mode, it won't,
Now you're really,
I know, I'm sorry. Because I don't think you can zoom in unless he puts it in presentation mode. At the very, there you go.
is that better?
Yes.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay. So, my question for you, and I understand you don't have a good memory on where you were and things like that, is when this conversation,
No, she took a plea deal. She took a plea deal. So when this is done and she's done testifying, she can go in front of a judge and get her sentencing. She pled guilty to manslaughter under the offer time served. At that time, that would have been roughly a year and a half in prison. That's a recommendation for a sentence that the judge will then have to meet out. Normally, the judge will follow what the DA recommends in a plea deal. It's very rarely seen they will tear it up and say, no, you're going to go do the 10 years or 5 years because you have shown no remorse and I don't believe you. They will just go with it and say, okay. Because at the end of this, she will also be kicked out of the country, will never, ever get a visa back into America. So why house her for another 10 years and then shove her off on an airplane? Get her out now, save the taxpayer dollar. That's most likely what the judge will do. She's not going to have a trial. She's pled guilty, manslaughter, 10 years maximum, but the DAs have recommended a time-served sentence. So she just needs to get through this, and she's back on Copa, whatever that famous beach is called in Rio de Janeiro, where she will be looking at the Christ the Redeemer statue, getting a little more tanned, and then find her next sugar daddy that can give her a better life. And someone give this man a piece of tissue.
was going on, which is from 1040 to 1056. Were you with Brendan in the house during that time?
I can't say for sure.
Oh, this is like the lips.
That you're asking me to be specific with date and time, which if I'm not sure, I'm not gonna give you that.
Okay. And then I'll just follow up with my other questions, which may end the same way. Did Brendan already have Christine's laptop at the time that you were talking to Christine on the WhatsApp?
Well, how's the question?
Did Brendan already have Christine's laptop at the time you talked to Christine on WhatsApp?
Well, I can say for sure.
Okay. But that conversation, I don't know if you remember this conversation, but that was with Christine. Do you remember having a conversation with Christine on January 9th?
I already told you that
Now I have the spinnies. I love that this is the most most interesting question for Katie. How the hell did she keep her bleached ends? Come on.
if you're giving me a date, I can tell for sure. If
Don't do this. Now I got the spinnies. Let's try and update it on me.
So
talked about it,
we'll
to me,
would be for the creation of
either in the kitchen, but
email.
Where did we go? Oh, this is where it starts
That
spinning.
kind of we're on to something else at this point. I was just talking about the creation of the email that kind of got everything started.
right.
So would that be the same thing? That you'd be downstairs in the main floor or down in the basement?
Like I said, I didn't remember before where exactly we were, but I would say so, because that's where every time was the laptop, it would be either in the kitchen or in the basement.
Okay, so when you were working on the laptop with Brendan, you were either in the kitchen or the basement, you can say that.
Yes, so yes.
And that would be for the creation of the email. Now, in order to create the email, did you and Brendan talk about it as part of the plan?
Oh, are you asking me?
Yes, I am.
You're asking if we talked about it?
Well, so the email setup was kind of an important day. So did you talk about it? Was there any sort of a plan? The plan that you talked about mentioned, getting onto these.
Well, obviously, yes, well, it's
Okay,
part of
so
the
just tell me,
plan.
just tell me the plan. Just tell me.
Tell you what specifically?
What was discussed and how did you arrive at the email that you opened?
Well, first of all, I was not the one creating it. It was Brendan, and Christine. He used to have many different emails for different things, and he created a new one specifically to use on the website.
Okay, so you were there with them, but you didn't do it.
Yes,
Okay. Were you there during any sort of discussion about what email company you were going to use or what the specifics of it were? How would you identify it as something that was Christine's? Like, for example, what were the call signals of the email? Any of that sort? Do you have any discussion?
you're saying in terms of like if it's Yahoo, like Gmail, those things?
Yeah.
I can tell for sure no.
Okay, but my question was, if the two of you worked on this, what was the discussion leading up to executing this plan to open a Gmail in Christine's name?
I'm still confused about her question too. I already said the email was part of the plan because she had many different ones and he created a new one. And I'm lost as to the rest of your question.
So
I'm not.
my question is, and let me just see if I can say it in a different way. You start an email account, you first have to decide what email. If you're doing it by yourself, you decide for yourself. If you're doing it with someone else, you talk about it.
Yeah.
You make a plan. What was the plan for this email account?
Well, not necessarily. If I'm not the one responsible to having all the plan in my head, I'm not going to be the one responsible for thinking about what's going to be. I'm not responsible for that.
So what are you responsible for?
I was there after the account was created, exchanging messages. That was it. It was not my idea. As for the name of the email, it was not what company to use.
Okay, I appreciate that. So you weren't the main creator. You were the person who was there. Were you the person that would manage the account?
Who would what?
Would you manage the account, like email and delete and clean the inbox?
Like I said, to exchange messages, both of us did.
So at some point, you deleted messages?
Might have.
Did you create messages?
Wrote messages by his instruction when he was with me and changing things because he asked to change words or whatever. Yes.
Okay. And would you sign it?
She said it's part of the plan. So get her to confirm that she was part of making the plan. Maybe that she had a bigger role in making the plan. Do that instead of just getting into this. Did you send an email? Girl, better stay out of Brazilian prison. Going to be completely different. Yeah, it's not fun in Brazil.
Into the email?
Signing into the account.
The email. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm talking about the email account that was created.
No, it was normally Brendan too.
I'm sorry, I'm just having a difficult time understanding your answers.
It was Brendan
It
to
was
access the
Brendan?
email.
And so you didn't have any access?
Well, I knew he was accessing it, but I was not the one logging in.
Okay, so you were logging in and he was doing the emails.
Say it again.
You were logging in and he was doing the emails?
I said I was not the one
Oh, I'm
logging
sorry,
in.
I misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah. She said she was
So
missing
on this
on
day
the
when
app.
you created the email with Christine's laptop, do you remember how long you had it?
How long had the laptop?
How long you had the laptop?
I can't say for sure how long. It could have been minutes. It could have been hours.
Okay. Do you have any details as to how the laptop was put back into Christine's possession?
It was always either me or Brendan to putting back in her laptop, in her backpack. I'm sorry.
Okay, and so on this day, do you remember, was it put into her backpack? Was it put onto her desk in her office?
That day specifically, I do not remember.
Okay, so you don't remember where it was put, and am I right in saying you don't remember who put it in wherever it was put?
I said that day specifically, not other days I do, but that day specifically I don't.
Okay, so what would be a day that you could say right now for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury that you took her laptop from her while she was there?
Many times at night.
No, I'm looking for specifics. That's what you said you'd be able to do. There were other days that you
Yeah,
remember
other
that.
days when we were both texting. In
Okay.
fact, texting.
And can you give any more detail to the days that you're talking about?
Days I'm not. As I said before, I'm not good with dates, so I can't really give you that.
Okay. So, but you have details, even though you don't have dates.
Details as for the conversations that were always kind of the same.
Okay, but I'm
Exactly.
talking about details like, I went and took the laptop out of her bag by the door, or I went into her room and took it off of her desk or her nightstand. Do you have any details like that, even if you don't know the dates?
Details of what, taking her laptop like that?
Yeah,
I do have memories of that.
okay. And so let's just go with those memories. What did you do when you took her laptop and Brendan was waiting for you?
How to bring it to the kitchen?
Okay, and would he be there with you, or would he be taking it as well?
A what?
Would he be there with you in the kitchen?
In the kitchen, yes.
Okay, so on this instance that you're describing, something that you actually have memory of detail, you took it from where?
Her backpack by the door?
Okay, so you went from the front door, what, about 10 feet to the kitchen?
I'm not sure how many feet, but it's not that far.
It's on the same level, right?
At the same level, yes.
Okay, and then, do you remember in that detailed situation who put the laptop back?
It would be me sometimes, him, again.
Well, if you took it, would you put it back?
Well, we always put it back in her lap and where we got it from, yes.
I'm not sure you answered that, but if you were the one who took it, would you be the one who put it back?
Not necessarily.
Okay, so there's no real detail as to, on this instance where you're recalling doing it,
Not
as
necessarily.
to what the rest of the
Sometimes
details
I'd take and put it back, sometimes I'd take you to put it back, and so versa, yes.
So, you testified that when you or Brendan alternated posts on FetLife, it took place when one of you would leave the gym early, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and so the days that someone left the gym early, would those be the days when the laptop was taken by the person who left the gym early?
Yes,
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to understand what you're saying.
yes.
Were there days when Brendan left the gym early?
Not sure what you're asking.
Well, if when either
Well, if
one
he
or
was-
one or other you left the gym early
Whoever gets home earlier, yeah, that's the person who would take it, yes.
from the gym.
Whoever gets home earlier from the gym, yes.
Okay, so that would be some sort of a plan that you've created between the two of you at the gym. Go home, do this, get it done.
Yes, basically,
Okay.
yes.
And so the days when you get home earlier, you're the one who's taking the laptop and signing in, doing
Yes.
all those things. Okay. And so every time that we can show when you arrived home from the gym before Brendan did, those would be days that you did the posting?
I would say so,
Okay, is that what you're saying?
yes.
Okay, so there we go, we got a little bit of detail. How many posts like that did you make all by yourself after leaving the gym?
I don't know how many specifically.
Okay. did
I
you
don't think
make
it
more?
was a lot of those.
Okay, so 2?
More than 2.
Okay, 5?
Again, I don't know. I know it's not 2, but
10?
I don't know how many.
10?
Judge asked and answered. Sorry, asked and answered, Judge.
She said she doesn't know how many.
Oh, because she said she wasn't sure, and then I said 2, and she said definitely more than 2.
Well, definitely more than 2, but I don't know how
Ma'am,
many.
we wait for a question. All right, you can continue then, go ahead.
Okay. So we know it's more than 2. Let's figure this out. Is it as much as 10?
Maybe.
Okay. Does that seem reasonable? Based upon your recollection of what your role was in this?
Maybe.
Could it be 20?
Maybe.
Okay. Could it be 30?
Well, maybe.
Okay. Could it be 40?
We're gonna go like this, like up and up and up, and
Well,
it's maybe.
so what you're saying is any number I say higher than that to try to figure out this number?
I'm saying maybe because
You're
I'm
gonna
not
say
sure.
maybe.
I already answered that.
Okay.
Well, Fadi Mardi, which is one of my new favorite names. This is what the state wants. And why the hell is my camera keep fucking up? This is what the state wants her to do. Just answer their questions and then don't answer anything else. That's you don't need to do that. So this is the state doesn't care about this. And again, will the jury care? Yeah, probably a little bit, but enough to not convict him? I don't think so. And again, this is defense dementia. We've seen it in a million cases. Normally, it's police officers who get it when
So
the defense has
in your testimony, you stated that you were present, and we're moving on to Telegram, okay?
I was present what?
I'm just telling you that
Oh.
we're moving on to Telegram.
Okay.
When you testified, you said that you were present
Yes.
with Brendan.
Yes.
Just bear with me, I'll get the question. And you witnessed him delete the two-factor authentication code on Christine's cell phone. Do you remember saying that yesterday?
I do.
Okay. And that Telegram required that for a setup. You recall that?
I do.
Okay. And that's correct.
That's correct.
Okay. What specifically did you observe Brendan do?
He had her phone, her personal phone, her cell phone with him,
Okay.
and he plugged in her phone number and received the code. And after received the code, he deleted it from her cell phone.
Okay. And after he did that, did you ask him, why did you delete that from the cell phone?
Well, that was so she didn't see it.
Oh, so is that what he said, or that's what you're saying?
He also said that too,
Okay, so he told you that he didn't want her to see it.
obviously.
Okay. And that made sense because you didn't want it on the cell phone, is that right?
Didn't want what?
That you and he wouldn't want that code on the cell phone,
Correct.
okay? Now, do you remember when that happened, where she was?
I would say upstairs, maybe.
Upstairs?
Well, she wasn't in the kitchen, so I would say she's upstairs somewhere.
Okay, but when you're getting that two-factor authentication, that's not usual. That's something that's kind of unusual. So would it be that you might have a recollection as to where you would be?
Where I would be?
Or where she would be, I'm sorry.
Well, we were in the kitchen, Brendan and
Okay. And where would Christine be? It's kind of a big thing, don't you think?
I. Well, yeah, she could have been in the shower. She could have been.
Okay, so you weren't worried about being caught working with her phone, waiting on a two-factor authentication?
No, he always knew when to do things.
You testified that you told Christine about the zoo trip a few days before February 24th, is that correct?
Correct.
And were you scheduled to work on the 24th prior to that change?
I did not recall if I was scheduled, probably.
Okay. Was your schedule changed so that you could be there for the 24th?
Well, she was supposed to be at work that day, so I was probably scheduled to work that day too,
Okay.
because she would be working.
And so whatever your schedule was it changed? So what was the schedule before that change, and what was it after that change?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Were you scheduled to work on the 24th before you found out that the zoo was going to be happening?
I think so.
Nothing.
Okay. And when, so nothing changed, you were still working, is that
Well,
correct?
supposedly,
It's the defense attorney, and I think, sometimes when people do something, if I kept doing this, a lot of you out there at some point would start scratching your own eyebrow because you're getting that visual cue. At some point, she started sniffing back at him, so we had a sniff off, and it's horrendous, and nothing's happening.
yes.
Okay, but you weren't off and then they put you on for the work schedule?
I don't remember being off, that I was supposed to be off. I don't remember that, no.
You don't remember that?
No.
Okay. And who was it who made your schedule?
It was, I would have 2 days off normally. The weekends I would be off, and sometimes I would work. When you'd have date nights, I would be working too. It could have been the weekend, weekdays, but normally throughout the week, weekdays.
Okay. Now, let's move on to, you testified about a window replacement project.
Yeah.
And when did you first become aware of a window replacement project?
When he told me that that's what he was going to do,
Okay, when was that?
I can give you a date again.
Okay. So when he told you, was that the first time you had heard about windows?
As far as I remember, yes.
Okay. But you don't know when they were actually, when the contractors were met with, or there was talk of deposits or any
I
of
was
those
I was not
details?
present. No.
You were not present?
No.
Okay. And you were not privy to whatever orders for windows and however long it took to bring them there?
Well, I remember when the people came in to change the windows. I remember those days, yeah.
Yeah, I understand. But, that just doesn't happen. You have to order them, you have to measure them, you have to decide how many windows you want.
Right.
Right? And this was a whole house job for windows, correct?
Correct.
So it did all of the windows around the entire house, not just the bedroom that
Correct.
you're talking about,
Correct.
okay? And so what I'm asking you is, you don't know when that process started, do you?
You're asking me if I don't know when the process started?
Well, let me ask you this way. Do you know when they first started looking to change their windows at the house?
No.
Okay. And is it your, it's your belief that he changed these windows in furtherance of the story that you've told them regarding catfishing?
He told me so.
What did he say?
That's the one that was on the fleece plan as well, to change the windows to be more soundproofing, which I don't know the name of it, but he had told me that was part of the plan too.
Oh,
He was
okay.
going to do it.
So another part of the plan. Okay, good. It's coming out. Do you, and I may have already asked this, but do you remember when he started planning for the windows?
I just answered, I said I don't remember.
Okay. But you were included in the plan about windows, but you don't know when the window planning started?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you testified.
The windows is another one of the state's blocks that this was something he planned for a long time, that they had soundproofed windows, that he told her to go into the bedroom and scream so he could stand outside and hear if anyone could hear it. And she said she didn't want to participate in that. But now it was the entire house that got new windows. That kind of takes away from, oh, that was a smoking gun.
Yesterday that you made 2 calls to 911, correct?
Correct.
And you said one where Brendan Banfield motioned you to hang up, and then the second call, correct?
The first call, yes.
Okay. Did you attempt any other calls?
It's like
Not that I remember.
maybe.
Okay. And so the only calls that you made were the 2 calls, correct?
Yes.
And you're certain that you didn't make any other calls?
I'm saying if I did, I do not recall that.
Okay, so you don't recall. Now, let's talk about the telegram call with Joe Ryan. You testified that you were with Brendan and you made the telegram call to Joe Ryan using Christine's laptop. Is that correct?
Correct.
Did you just have the laptop or did you have the phone too?
I remember just having her laptop.
Where was Christine when you took the laptop?
She was upstairs.
And where were you?
Brendan and I, we were in the basement.
Okay, so you were in the basement, and so were you in the basement, and you know you were in the basement, was that because it was particularly noteworthy in your mind?
Can you say that again?
Well, a lot of the questions I've asked you, you don't have any memory of where you were, but for this one, you remember you were in the basement.
I remember that one, yes.
Okay, do you remember what day it was?
That was just a couple days prior, the 24th, I would say.
Okay, do you remember the day of the week?
Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, that's my guess.
Okay, and do you remember the time?
Was a night.
Okay. So in February, night starts at about 5:30. Do you have any more specificity?
February what?
In February, night starts at about 5:30. Do you have any time frame that you can put on it?
Would say a night, late night, maybe at 9 or something. That's my time frame I'm thinking about.
9 p.m. is
Yes.
when you made the call?
Something along, oh, it was after that, I guess.
Wait, it was after 9?
I said again, it's my guess, yes. If you ask for a time frame, I'd give you that.
I just asked the time.
I don't remember the exact time.
Okay. How long before you made that call did you have the laptop in your hands?
How long were we using it before the phone call, you asked?
Or how long did you just have possession of it?
I don't remember for how long.
Okay, but it was before the call.
Well, yeah, we had to get a laptop in order to make the call,
Okay,
yes.
so it would be whatever time plus the time for the call
Yes,
that you would have had the laptop, right?
yes.
And with this particular situation, you seem to have a good memory of it. Who put the laptop back afterwards?
Who put the laptop back, I can say for sure.
Okay. Who took the laptop before the call?
Can't say for sure.
Okay. Now, on that same night, were there any FetLife messages that you sent?
Not that I recall.
None that you recall? So if there were, you don't know if they were before the telegram call or after the telegram call?
Well, I wouldn't be able to tell.
In my opinion, the state has had a good case so far, but I think the state has been pretty good, but he's always innocent until proven guilty, and we don't determine guilt until we are done with both sides. But so far, I think they have a strong. They have a strong case, and again, in this chat, we are always remembering that anyone is innocent until proven guilty, but we are allowed to have our opinions, except Sue. Sue's not allowed to have an opinion because she's wrong all the time.
Sorry?
I'd not be able to tell.
You'd not be able to tell?
Yes, because I don't recall much of it.
I'm sorry, you don't what into it?
I don't recall it.
Oh, you don't recall it?
Yes.
Okay, okay, I got you. Other than FetLife and Telegram activity, did you or Brendan do anything else with Christine's laptop?
Well, that's because
A couple of days.
Well,
prior-
I'm asking about that day.
Oh, that day specifically,
Yeah.
I don't recall doing anything else with the laptop.
Okay, other than the Telegram discussion?
The phone call, yes.
Yes. Did you, while having that, did you log into any of Christine's personal accounts
What do you mean?
while you had the laptop over that lengthy period of time for the call
Personal account of what?
on her laptop?
Right, but what personal account are we talking
No,
about?
I'm asking you. You would know. You were there.
Personal account? Not that I remember.
Would it be personal accounts? Would it be email accounts? Would it be any messages that you sent? Would you log into anything relating to what was already on her laptop? Anything like that?
I just remember getting on Telegram to make the phone call.
Okay, so the answer is no, I don't remember any of those other things that you said.
Yes, it can be that.
Okay.
Mr. Carroll, is this a good time for afternoon
Yeah,
break?
I think it is, Judge.
Okay, great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take our 15-minute afternoon break. Again, do not talk to anybody about this case and don't do any outside research.
one of the cases you wanted to do on delay.
Come back at 3:45, okay? All right.
Okay, now to the obvious question. Because this guy was willing to unalive his wife for this woman. With the amount of activity we have seen from her on the stand, I'm thinking starfish. I'm thinking starfish. What he's writing down? I think Marissa said it yesterday or someone else that sometimes defense attorneys will tell their client to do something to look occupied. Just scribble on a piece of paper, draw pins, do whatever you need to do to not look at the jury, not sit there and like Brian Walsh. So do something to look like you're participating, and you can just be writing, this is the boringest thing I've ever been at. I hope I get the chair. Do whatever, but just look preoccupied. I think it's kind of like the Ashley Banfield trial, where a 33-year-old woman, I believe she was dressed like she was 13. That's another one of those tricks. Oh, let's dress her as young as and innocent as possible so the jury couldn't feel that she could have done it. I think that's the reasoning behind it. Johnny Depp trial lawyer, my first time watching this trial. Shannon P. No, it's the same judge as in the Depp case. It's not, none of the lawyers are the same, but it's just Judge Ascarati from the Depp case. And she's great. I really like her. Really, really like her. And there's no dispute about his wife being unalived, his being part of it. The question is how much. Yeah. Did he just join in and it wasn't premeditated? So it can't be aggravated murder. I think that's where they're fighting for. There were computer forensic officers who didn't believe her story matched the evidence. Yeah, you brought that up yesterday. I don't do deep dives in it. I looked at some body cam because I like to be the jury. I like to see what they see. I like to hear what they hear, because if I sat down and I read up on everything beforehand, I would lose my ability to be objective, and I would probably do the thing that someone talked about with the chat. I like my chat to be engaged. I want my chat to be arguing why they believe her, why they don't believe her. And if I sat here and said, well, Sue, of course you believe her, but did you know that the forensic evidence doesn't support any of what you're saying? No, because you haven't watched it. And I don't like that. I like that we are rolling along as the trial moves along, because that'll put us in the mindset of a juror who just hears everything for the first time. And I believe there's a value to that. I know some people hate me doing that. Some people like being spoon-fed an opinion. I don't like being spoon-fed opinions. I just like an open debate of what we see. I like a chat where people are not just sitting there and say, well, he has weird eyes, he's guilty. He does have weird eyes. But I like the open debate. And again, I've been a juror for 16 years here in Denmark. I have had zero knowledge of any of the cases I have participated in. I go in, sit down, I'll have the charging sheet that I read before we go. I'll get a juror list, not a juror list. I get a witness list and a lawyer list. And do you know any of these people? No. Good. Let's go in. Let's get it. You're getting it raw. We're slipping it in raw. And I feel this is the best way to watch trials, because that makes you form an opinion. If we have sat here and gone over 2 weeks, or like we did in the Karen Reed, a year of different pre-trial hearings and stuff like that, you're not objective when it comes to looking at the evidence. And I might not be objective to this, because I think she's a harlot who was just out there for a sugar daddy and a green card. So yeah. Well, Crispy, you're also here because you like hanging out with Zach. Well, what about if I do the trick with, here comes the train, open up the tunnel. You would love being spoon-fed like that. Do we believe her? I believe her so far that he was the guy who wanted to get rid of his wife because he was banging a 23-year-old lady and thought, this is good, and probably was sick and tired of his wife. he had apparently have had multiple other affairs. We haven't really heard about that in the trial, but that was in some of the articles we read. So I think he thought because he was an IRS agent that he was smarter than everyone. I can hide the perfect crime. So yeah. We are baby birds, feed us and show us your arms. Oh, by the way, I don't know how many of you know the Aaron Spencer case. I covered that when it first got noticed after they removed the gag order. It seems like, if I'm reading it right, that there's a new order that there won't be any media allowed in the courtroom. I don't know if that means that there is no what do you call it? No pool feed. I don't know if that's what it means, but I still hope that there will be a pool feed. But it's Kentucky. I don't think we ever had a trial out of Kentucky. But that's a case I really wanted to cover. But I just saw that Defense Diaries podcast shared on the Twit that there is an order from the judge that there's no recording devices allowed in the courtroom. It could mean that no one else, that there's just one camera, because then they can say you have to point your camera here, there, and you only have to fight with one guy. You don't have to worry that some weirdo will start filming the jury and stuff. Please cross your fingers and hope that there will be a pool feed, because that could be a really good case to cover. My father had sailing ship tattoos. He was born in 1920 Ireland. Well, I don't like tattoos. I think it's only for bikers and crazy women. Arkansas, yes, like I said, Arkansas. I don't believe we have ever seen a case out of Arkansas. I think we have a case out of. Wasn't Carly Gregg out of Kentucky? No, if you look under number 8, number 8 says number 7. Number 7. Number 8, there shall be no recording device in the courtroom at any time. This include, but is not limited to, cameras, cell phones, Apple Watches, iPad, recorders, eyeglasses. Anyone may carry in a writing device, paper, pen, and or paper. Carry in a writing device, paper, pen, and or paper. What? That makes no sense. So that seems like there will be no recording going on. And no one can even bring in their iPad, their smartwatch. Yeah, I do my research sometimes if I see someone else do it before me. My daughters both have a few tats. That will just, I'm sorry, but I'm so heavily against it. Women with tattoos will end up with 1%ers from the Hells Angels. So that's why I have denied my kids to ever have tattoos, because yeah. I just saw a photo of Brandon and the au pair in the bath. It would make Baker say, oh my. I haven't seen that. I've seen them kissing at a bar. I was a motorcycle rider until my back surgery. Sold my 92 Softail back to the guy in my unit who sold it to me during his divorce. Do you have tattoos? Did I just prove I was right? So again, no tattoos. So what does it mean that I have 4 tattoos? Again, only fallen women and bikers have tattoos. And yeah. That's why I'm very much against tattoos. I love that no one. Carly Gregg was Mississippi. Was it Mississippi? Yeah. I love that. I've been trying to show it, and normally someone will say, "Would you have tattoos?" Yes, and both my daughters got tattoos from me at their 18-year-old birthday, because I wanted them to have real tattoos, not get shitty tattoos made at some county fair where they would regret it later, because I got my first tattoo when I was living in Copenhagen. I had my buddy who bought a tattoo gun, and he said, "You want to try it?" And I said, "Sure," because I really wanted a tattoo. And I probably spent 20,000 Danish to cover it up later. Well, I got that one for free, so I only spent 20,000 on it to cover it up. That's something like 3,000 bucks or something like that I used to cover it up, because I'm smart like that. Tattoo that ass. I don't want to have a tattoo on my ass. I'm designing my 5th currently. I have a really good tattoo artist, so I'll just let her do it. She understands what I'm saying. Yeah. You have a sleeve. Yeah, I told you. You have 2 tattoos. According to a certain serial unaliver, tattoos taste terrible, so I'll keep mine. Thank you very much. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9. So, but mine are, they're kind of substantial. My daughters are, well, especially my youngest daughter, she's getting those little shitty clip arts, and I'm so sad she's getting them. Get some big ones. That's what I like. What was the first tattoo of? It was underneath here. It said TCB, because that's Elvis's motto, taking care of business. So I had TCB in tribal tattooed over here, and then I got it covered up with. You can't really see it. I have to figure out. So I have. a Lancaster bomber, because my dad always said the first thing he can remember in his life was when they bombed Germany. He could hear those planes go over his head at night, and my grandfather helped. I believe it was British airmen who got shot down. He helped them get to safety. And then I have my Marine, because when I did my mandatory service, I was in the Marines. And then you have your laurel leaf, just because. And then I have two Danish flags for my 2 deployments. So yeah, that's why I had those. I don't have pants on. Pants are prison. Show the TCB tattoo on your peen. I would, but I had only room for the flash, because that's what he had. It was TCB and then a flash underneath, because taking care of business in a flash. Your first tattoo was done in the 90s, huh? When tribal was like the thing to do. You want to know the worst part? I have that covered up too. I have now I have a big angry elephant on this arm, but underneath that I have some shitty tribal I had made in like 2007 or something like that. So I probably spent like two times $20,000, 20,000 Danish to cover up shitty tribal tattoos. Well, they're not that gunny. They're just big. No, I didn't do the barbed wire. I'm not a lady, so I didn't do the. Well, I still have tribal. So I still do have tribal tattoos. Yeah, this was made in. Yeah, this is from 2000. So yeah, my tribal period was long and sad. Well, it's not really a needle. And it feels more like they're just cutting you with a knife. It doesn't feel like being punched. Purple Pixie. I worked all day. I missed everything. Is the morning worth watching? By the way, a cool tad of remembrance. Don't go back and watch anything. It's been absolutely horrendous. It's been slow, prodding, nothing is happening. Watch it on 2 times speed and you might not fall asleep. That's no guarantee. It's been horrible. Baker is betting his tattoo near the mic as if they'll talk. No, it's just, I can't figure out because my camera is inverted, so yeah. Yeah, bigger boob. I don't have a tramp stamp. I have my right thigh. I have a big remembrance of my mom on that one. And then I have my right calf is that's my Elvis pinup. And then I have my Baker pinup on my left thigh. I don't have a shark tooth necklace. I've never had a shark tooth. I've had quite a few Thor's hammers. Well, you're just like Pamela Anderson. Oh my. You know what that is? That's for the ear. I want one yet. You have to really preach what is tattooed. I want a lightning bug on a skateboard for my son. Yeah. It may, what? Showing my tattoos? Oh, watching this? Yeah, that's against the Hague Convention. Oh, mine doesn't. I would say the ear on this cat that is in, I don't know what this part of the arm is.
Are we ready for the
called in
jury?
That hurt like shit. Yes, I have an Elvis-inspired pinup girl on my leg. I did Graceland when I was in America the first time, 96, I think it was. I was over there. I got it on both my pinups are on the back of my knees. That thin skin up there, that hurts like shit. And getting on the bone on your shoulder, that's a little owie as well. But forearms is probably the best place I've been tattooed. I fell asleep in one of them. It's because she's not convicted. She's not in prison. She's just in jail awaiting convictions. Yes, he's in custody. He's been in
Your
custody
next
for 2
question,
years.
Mr. Kerr.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Top of the foot, that hurt. Yeah. My daughter has one on the ankle. I've heard those are nasty as
Good
well.
afternoon again. Did you or Brendan access any of Christine's actual accounts during the scheme, or did you pretend to be Christine on all accounts that you created and controlled, like FetLife and Telegram?
They were on the 2 of them,
Just 2?
the Telegram account and the FetLife account.
Okay. And that's all the messaging that you were part of?
Yes,
Was Telegram and FetLife?
yes.
Okay. The email account that came first, do you remember having any involvement other than being next to Brendan and setting it up?
No,
Did you have any involvement in that email account after it was set up?
no.
Who maintained, for example, emptying the inbox or emailing someone?
Brendan?
Okay, so that was Brendan.
Yes,
Okay. And then you were on FetLife and Telegram.
well, both of us, yes.
Okay, for the ones that you remember. Do you know in your plan with Brendan if he was emailing anyone on that account?
Which account?
The one that was set up specifically for FetLife and Telegram?
You mean the email?
Yeah.
I don't remember he emailing anybody. I was just receiving notifications from the FedLife account and deleting them.
Okay. So he was receiving notifications on the email account from FetLife and then deleting them?
Yeah,
Okay, on the email account.
yes,
Okay, and do you know that because you were there when he was doing it?
yes.
Okay, so how would that go? That he would find out about these emails and then take action?
What do you mean, how,
Well, I'm assuming that he would check the email while the two of you were together.
yeah, that's what
Okay.
he used to do, yes.
And would he show you and say, oh, I got an email from this email account, or how would that happen?
Well, it was next to me, I could see it, the notification from FedLife.
Okay. And that notification on the email was something that he would be looking for because he doesn't want that FetLife to come up?
What do you mean?
Well, Christine's account was created, it was an account that she knew according to you guys, right?
I'm not sure where we're going.
I'm not, what did you just say?
You need to rephrase your question, please.
Okay. The email that was created
Sorry. These are my two pinups, and you can see it's small dainty calves and small dainty tattoos. Glazed donuts for the ladies, and I can tell you the black vinyl record over here, especially the part that's way up there, that'll make you smile when she has to go through that over and over and over again. So this is not the one for my mom. This is my Baker tattoo, and this is my Elvis tattoo.
was created to look like Christine's account, isn't that correct?
Yes,
Okay, and that's what you said the plan was when you set it up, correct?
yeah, correct.
So, what would the deleting the FetLife messages mean if it's not an account that she would know that she has?
Well, then when you guys are a client, I can speak for him.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you two were in this together and you
Well, yeah,
talked
but-
to you about it and,
Talking to me is one thing, but he doesn't need to tell me step by step what he is doing on his own.
yeah, no, it appears that he didn't. Were the emails, did you see any of the FetLife emails?
I never opened them to read, no.
Okay, so you were on the email, you just didn't look at what they said.
Well, I can see from here, yes.
Okay, so it was when he was holding whatever device.
The one he was what?
You would see that because it would come onto whatever device he was holding.
Well, the laptop, yes,
Okay, so it would be on Christine's laptop.
yes.
Okay, and other than, important days like setting up the email account, were there regular times that you guys would just grab the laptop?
No,
Okay, but you're saying that that would be where you would see the FetLife messages?
well, and at the same time, the FedLife website, yes.
Okay, so on the laptop, they'd come over email, FetLife messages, and then on the FetLife website, you'd get FetLife messages too.
Well, yes.
Okay. Let's talk about February 23rd. The night before. Can you just kind of walk us through what you did during the evening of February 23rd?
Well, I think I might have gone to the gym at some point that day.
You know what time?
I would say evening.
Okay.
That's my guess. Would be.
And the gym records would show that you went there and came back?
Well, the gym just shows when you first come to the gym. When you leave, doesn't do anything.
Okay.
So you don't know what time you left.
Do you know when you came home?
No, not the time specifically. No.
Okay. And was it after you left the gym and you came home that you took Christine's device?
Well, did I say anything that I took her device? I didn't say anything about it, did I?
Well, wasn't that the plan, that the device was taken and you said either one of you would do that?
Well, but I'm confused with your question though.
Well, okay. Who took Christine's device that night?
Well, you're saying,
Ambiguous which device?
All right, foundation.
Foundation.
Okay, foundation to which device, I guess?
Okay. Did you take any of Christine's devices that night?
I don't remember taking her device, no. Maybe her laptop, if,
Okay. Well, I'd consider that a device.
well, yes.
So you took the laptop, correct?
Well, you're saying it.
Did you or didn't you? Stop being snarky.
I'm asking you a question.
And I'm not sure I understand your question.
Did you take the laptop?
Well, might have.
Okay. February 23rd was, in the grand scheme of the calendar of this case, a pretty important night. Don't you
Yeah.
agree?
Yes.
And my guess is this night probably ran through your head for a long time. Is that correct?
Can say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all I'm suggesting is, an important night like this, you'd know what you did.
Yeah.
So which device did you take?
Well, it wasn't her laptop.
It wasn't her laptop?
Her laptop.
Oh, it was her laptop. Okay, I'm
Okay.
sorry, I'm misunderstanding what you're saying.
Yeah.
And where
Well, I
was
don't know if this
Christine at the
judge is gonna
time?
be the one who sentenced her.
Again, every time we took her laptop, she was in the house and was upstairs.
Okay, she was in the house and mostly upstairs?
Well, upstairs, yeah.
Upstairs.
Not mostly, yes.
Okay, can we get more precise?
Precise in terms of what?
Where?
In the master bedroom?
Was that where she was?
Yes.
Okay, and where did you get the laptop from?
Backpack.
And where was the backpack located?
It was always by the door. I don't remember she leaving her backpack anywhere else.
Okay, on February 23rd, her laptop was by the door prior to you taking it?
Well, in the backpack, yes.
Okay. So when you took it, approximately what time was it?
I can't tell you what time it was because I don't remember specifically.
Okay. Would it have been nighttime?
I guess.
Okay. And other than taking her laptop, what were you doing with her laptop while she didn't know you had it?
Why she did what?
What were you doing with it when she didn't know you had it?
Oh, Brendan and I were maybe texting.
Okay. And you would use the laptop to text on what app?
It was not an app, it was a website.
Okay, website. Which
It would
website?
be either FatLife or Telegram.
Okay. And so, so do you know who was texting on the laptop at that time?
Not specifically, because I was making we were making the lunch for the next day.
Okay.
Also,
So who was making the lunch?
Brendan helped me make the supposedly lunch.
Okay. I'm not sure what that means. Did
The
you
lun-
make a lunch or did you not?
Well, yes, we
Okay.
did make the lunch, yes.
What did you make?
The sandwich, turkey sandwich,
A turkey sandwich?
yes.
Okay, so that went pretty quickly. What were you doing then with Telegram? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, if you're taking someone's device, you're trying to get it back as quickly as possible, am I right?
Yeah,
Okay, so are you sure that you would make a lunch after you took the laptop?
well, I can tell you for sure that Brendan always knew when she was coming downstairs. He always knew it. We
Okay.
can hear the creaking of the stairs or the master bedroom floor creaking when somebody's walking up. So we can pretty much tell if somebody or she was coming downstairs.
Okay, so that wasn't really an answer to my question, but you weren't concerned about being surprised by her using her laptop. Is that correct?
I mean, I was always concerned, but I trusted Brendan too.
Okay, so were you ever caught with the laptop when you shouldn't have had it?
If I ever what?
Were you ever caught with the laptop when you shouldn't have had it?
No,
Okay.
Did she laugh?
Did you ever have a close call where it was put back before she came down?
not that I remember.
Not that you remember?
For the laptop, no.
Okay. Oh, would the phone be different?
No.
Okay, what else would there be?
When Brendan and I were doing something in the kitchen.
Okay, but so what we were talking about close calls in terms of her discovering
Oh, no.
your behavior?
No,
Okay, so there was nothing like that?
that I'm aware of, no.
Okay, so let's go back to February 23rd. You got back from the gym, you made a turkey sandwich, you prepared it for the next day, and then you used the laptop to do what?
I think we're mostly, well, because we about to text Joe or something.
What?
You were supposed to ask Joe something?
Text, not
Text,
ask.
okay. And your testimony, you talked to him previously, right?
To them who?
To Joe,
Previously of what?
previous testimony.
Previous
They
to
want to
what?
trip
Previous
her up, so
testimony. You testified that you
respond.
talked to Joe before
yes.
this night.
On the phone
Right.
call, yes.
Yeah. When did
Yeah.
that happen?
The phone call?
Yeah.
I already answered, it was a couple days prior.
Okay.
I can tell you the exact date, but I know it was the same week, but I can tell you for sure, like, the date.
Okay. Well, we're talking about February 23rd now. So when you had the laptop in your possession, what were you saying to Joe?
I think the telegram was mostly open on the screen, and I was around the kitchen, and Brendan was there too. And I'm not saying I was the one texting, saying we're mostly doing that on the laptop. The telegram was open.
I apologize, but can you run through that again? I don't even think I understood what you said.
You'll forgive me if English is not my first language, but what I said is that I was there and Brendan was too, and we're doing other things in the kitchen, and you'd also have access to her laptop the same way as I did.
Okay. And did you see Brendan on the laptop?
Yeah,
Okay. What time was that?
I would say a night, I would say.
Okay. What time did you make the lunches for the next day?
Was also around that time, I guess.
Around?
I mean, you tell me to
Around
be
the time
specific
of
with
the
time, I can't do specific time.
Okay. And do you remember when you got the laptop back to Christine?
No,
Do you remember when it was put back into her bag or wherever you got it?
well, we always returned to where it was.
We were always what?
We always returned to where it was.
Okay. And who returned it that night?
Well, yeah.
I said who?
Oh, I don't remember who.
Okay. Was it you?
I just said I do not remember who.
Okay. And do you remember, if you don't know the messages, how many messages were sent?
I don't know how many messages were sent.
Were there any messages that you were responsible for, either in wording or sending or?
Well, I was responsible for a few of them, but I can't tell you now, top of my head.
So you were responsible for a few of them on February 23rd?
I know I was responsible for the morning, the 24th, yeah, but the 23rd, I'm not really sure.
Okay. You just don't remember that night?
I'm saying I don't recall myself typing out the messages. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Do you remember Brendan typing out the messages?
Well, he was here, I was on the counter on the other side, so I can't really tell you what he was texting or who or what. I can't tell you that.
Okay. And you didn't ask him since you were kind of in a plan together?
Not really, not that I remember asking, no.
I mean, were you feeling agitated or worried about what was going to happen the next day?
Of course, yes.
Okay, and so I would think you would want to know what those messages were that kind of set up what your next day was going to be.
Maybe he did tell me, but if it's not something you remember, I can tell you something I did not remember.
I'm sorry, did you say?
If that's something I did not remember, I can't tell you.
Okay, so your answer is, I don't remember.
Put it that way, yeah, okay.
And you talked about having problems with your brain in trauma before?
Well, I didn't say problems, but I said that's what happens to people when they have trauma, yes. They go through trauma, that's what happens, yes.
Okay. Would you not remembering anything before the trauma
Maybe, it's possible.
cause you to not remember anything?
It's possible, yes. I took some trauma classes in jail, so I've learned quite a bit.
Okay.
It's possible.
Has anybody with a medical degree ever advised you or checked you out for that?
No, I guess they have some knowledge in the subject, and that's why they talk to you about it in the jail.
Do you know where Christine's desk is located in the bedroom?
Christine is what?
Her desk was located in the bedroom.
Desk?
Yeah.
Well, there was a desk in the bedroom, yes.
That's what I'm asking. Do you know where it's located?
Yeah, there's a fireplace here, and then this side of the bedroom, there's a desk.
Well, so let's just kind of look at it from the standpoint of walking in the door of the bedroom.
Yeah,
And we've seen it on some of the body cam videos. The bed is to the right, the bathroom's to the right.
yes.
Where would the desk be if you're looking in from that direction?
To the left?
Okay, to the left.
Yes.
And the desk, was it on the far wall or the near wall?
So I remember the far wall.
The far wall. Okay,
yeah.
so you could see it after you take a few steps into the bedroom, if you look to your left?
You can, yeah, I could see it.
Okay. Did Christine ever keep her laptop there?
If she ever left her laptop there,
Did she ever keep her laptop there?
I wouldn't know.
Did she ever do work on her laptop, like work for Innova?
There was a printer, so I would guess she's done work there, but that not I have seen, no.
Okay. And I suppose you wouldn't go in there if you didn't otherwise have a reason to go in there?
No.
Okay. When you had said that you were taking depression medication for a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
So is a couple of months 2 months? Or,
It might have been 2 or more than 2.
okay. And did it help you at all?
Like I said before, it made me numb.
Okay. And was that a help to you or a hindrance?
I didn't like it.
Okay. Is that why you went off?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know why the name?
Katie, we are not deporting her until we figure out how she kept those blonde streaks in her hair. I'm thinking toilet cleaner. I've been thinking about it because I haven't listened to this guy ask questions for the last 2 hours. I'm thinking toilet cleaner.
Name Anastasia 9 was chosen?
Well, the comment I remember Brendan telling me was that her middle name was Ann. That's the only thing I remember he telling me.
Okay, so Brendan told you that.
Yes.
Did you ever know, I'll withdraw that. You testified previously that you went to go get towels,
Yes,
and then you came back.
yes,
But you indicated
is
in that
2 years?
testimony you weren't sure why you went to get towels. Is that right?
that's what I said, yes.
Okay, so you went in toward the gun safe, is that right?
Yes,
Now, did you go there to put the gun into the gun safe or take the gun out?
supposedly take the gun out,
Supposed-
like I said before, but I already had it with me.
I'm not sure what that means, I guess quotations, but what did you go into the bathroom to do and get towels?
That's what I said. He had told me to do it, and I did.
Okay, so he told you to go in and get towels.
Yes,
Isn't it true that the 911 operator told you to get towels?
well, I can't tell for sure if that's something I don't remember.
You don't remember the 911 call?
I do remember the 911 phone call, but I don't remember the part specifically where the person told me to get a towel.
You don't remember the 911 operator saying get towels and whatever you can for compression?
Well, I would assume they would do it because that's the procedure, but like I said, that's not something I remember doing, the person telling me to do. I was not the one really talking on the phone call.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, that's not my question.
You to
You heard it though.
I'm saying I do not recall that part.
Okay. When was the last time you heard the 911
Toilet
call?
rolls.
Last time what?
You heard the 911 call.
While Brendan was talking to the person, the 911 phone call person, and I know I was there, but I don't think my mind was really there.
In your preparation with the Commonwealth, did you not hear the 911 call
No,
or see a transcript of it?
no.
Okay. Court's indulgence.
You should meet Jamie. She's a professional makeup artist on a budget. Is it just me? Does she speak clearly sometimes and then mumble without clarity other times? She's monotone. So when she's yeah, and then she says something and you're like, oh, what did she say? And she's back to rah, rah, rah. It's really hard to understand. She did get that Netflix money for commissary. No, because she couldn't make a deal with Netflix because she had made a deal with the other ones. Please, God, tell
I have
us
no further
she's
questions.
done.
All
Go
right,
home
redirect.
for today.
Okay.
This was antagonizing.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
She has no neck.
So I'm not going to go back through all of the letters that the jail communications that you have looked at today. But
Sure.
I did want to ask you, Mr. Carroll showed you, I'm going to say, approximately 70-something jail communications of you texting or letters. The communications that you saw and that you read from, is it fair to say that most of them were longer than the 1 or 2 lines or the paragraph that you read?
Yes,
And when in the communications that you were having and in the early days of your arrest and of your case, the communications in which you were expressing sorrow and sadness and despair, are those just the feelings that you were having at the time?
those are feelings that I had, and I still have it.
And Mr. Carroll asked you about the genesis of this plan, or the beginning of this plan, and what you remember about the beginning of this plan, and this, as the steps of the plan went more and more forward. Did you think that this was really going to happen?
I did not.
And Mr. Carroll also showed you a number of communications that, that you've had with a couple of different people with connections to the media. And when this is all over, when you get out of jail, when your case is over with, are you going to be able to return to work as an au pair?
I won't.
And do you have any idea what it is that you're going to do for monetary support for yourself?
No, I don't.
And do you have family in Brazil?
I do.
And are those family in Brazil going to be able to support you?
No, not at all.
So do you have any idea what it is that you're going to do for money or support or anything aside from what you might be paid to talk about your story with someone who's interested?
No, I don't.
Mr. Carroll asked you a lot about things that you might have remembered or not remembered while you were in jail. Is it hard to remember every single day in jail?
Yes. And sometimes we just know if you're being jailed in a situation. We try actually to push some thoughts out of our minds. We don't want to be doing that.
What?
And is there a routine hard to remember every single day in jail?
Yes. And sometimes we just know if you're being jailed in a situation. We try.
What did she say? Well, that's the only kink that's not allowed on this channel. I don't get foot stuff, and I have ugly feet, and I don't like looking at feet and teeth. No feet, no teeth. The rest of it, just send it to my email. Marissa will go through it and say if it's okay for me to see.
Every single day in jail?
Yes. And sometimes we just know if you're being jailed in a situation.
If you're being jailed, Mr. Race, what the hell is she saying? In jail in this situation, is that what she's saying? Okay.
We try actually to push some thoughts out of our minds. We
Okay.
don't want to be doing that.
I thought she might.
And is there a routine in jail? Is every day in the jail different and new and exciting, or are they all the same?
The same.
And is it fair to say that you became frustrated with the defendant before you ultimately entered your plea?
Yes.
And did you expect the defendant who came up with this plan to help you with your defense?
I did.
And how did you feel about this as you got closer and closer to trial and he wasn't helping you?
I felt alone. I felt that he was being unfair for not helping when the whole point of him being in jail was because of his plan, what he had planned. And he was not the one paying my defense. And yes.
And we heard from these communications, we heard from your letters and from your smart tablet communications that you were disappointed at times with your attorney when you were trying to prepare for your trial.
Yes.
Did he visit you often enough to get ready?
Yes, it did.
And were you able to get through all of the 8 terabytes that you received in discovery?
I would guess so. Like, yeah, he came to see me enough that we could go through some stuff. Other times he'd go through some stuff with my other lawyer.
But, sorry.
Well, go ahead.
So on one occasion, you wrote to your mom and said that he came in with a laptop that wasn't charged.
Yes,
And actually, I think I remember Mr. Carroll showing us two such communications. Was that something that inhibited your ability to get through and to look at discovery in the case?
well, yes, potentially, yes.
And so all of the discovery that you have looked at, what Mr. Carroll is insinuating, right, is that you used the Commonwealth's evidence to make up a story about what happened. Is that what happened?
It is not.
Okay.
I know he wants to make sound that way for his client's privilege, but it's not.
Juliana, how old were you when all of this began?
21, just turned 22,
And how old are you now?
25.
So is it fair to say that you're 22, 23 years old when this plan begins? Is it fair to say that you're 22, 23 years old and you've fallen in love with your employer at the time that this plan begins?
Yes,
And your employer is older than you are, is that correct?
15 years older.
And he's a law enforcement officer, is that correct?
Correct.
And is it fair to say that as this plan marched on, is it fair to say you're far away from home?
Yes,
And are you away from your mom, your grandpa, your other family members of support?
yes.
And after you were arrested in October of 2023, you're how old?
23, I want to say.
So had you ever been in jail before?
No, never.
Had you ever been accused of a crime like this before?
Never.
Everyone has to start somewhere. So just because she was a late bloomer and she didn't kill her first victim till she was 22, don't hold that against her.
And while you were in jail, is it fair to say that you're still a continent away from your family and your support system?
Yes,
And is it fair to say that you miss them?
terribly, yes.
And is it fair to say that you were worried and concerned about what your future would be?
Yes,
And is it fair to say that you relied on Brendan and Tess
I did.
for everything at that point?
For everything, yes.
Now, that morning in the room, in the bedroom, you were asked about calling 911 on that morning,
Yes,
and whether or not you may have dialed 911 more than once. Is that correct?
yeah, that
You
was
remember being
correct.
asked that?
Yes,
Okay. When you
let's
said
get
you
the path
called
of violence
911 accidentally, you called 911 in response to Christine saying, Juliana, call 911.
yes,
And then you said, Brendan gave you the cut sign.
yes,
And you said you hung up.
yes.
Did you put your phone in your pocket at that point?
I don't remember.
Do you know where your phone was?
I'm sorry, I'm going to object to leading.
Oh, sorry.
Four separate
Leading.
questions were.
Leading,
given
sustained.
answer.
Fair. Do you recall where you put your phone after you hung up that call?
I can't say 100% sure though.
Do you recall if the pants that you were wearing that day had pockets?
My sweater had pockets. I think it was just a sweater. Yes,
Is it possible that you stuck your phone in your sweater pocket?
totally, yes.
Is it possible that your phone was knocking around in your pocket?
It's also possible, yes.
Money, absolutely nothing. It's been 6 hours of nothing today. Sniffling,
May I have the court's indulgence for one moment?
Yes, ma'am.
that's all we've had. This was premeditated, right? Melissa, yes, they set up a guy on a fetish website to come to the house bringing a knife to make it look like he was there to unalive her because a sexual encounter had gone wrong. So very premeditated.
Juliana, I have one last question for you.
Okay,
Everything that you talked to me about yesterday,
yes,
I'll give you a rundown when we're done.
was that all the truth? Is that
Yeah.
the truth?
it is.
Judge, I don't have any further questions.
All right. Is this witness subject to recall?
Yes, she is.
All right. Ma'am, since you're subject to recall, you cannot discuss your testimony or this case with anybody at this time until you're called again to the stand, all right? You can stay right there for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long day of testimony. I'm going to go ahead and release you a little early tonight. Just make sure you have a restful evening. Stay away from sick people, please. Drink some water, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning, okay? Thank you. Have a good night. No outside research, and don't talk to anybody, okay?
I like Judge Escarati. So, while they get out,
10 o'clock, 10 a.m. tomorrow.
what a horrible day today has been. This was the big moment for the defense. This was what they were leaning on. She would come in here and he could rattle
Ma'am,
her.
you're remanded back to the custody of the sheriff. You can go ahead and go back. All right, do we have anything else we need to do this evening? All right, and tomorrow morning, we're all set up for our witnesses for 10 a.m. start? We're good? Yes, ma'am. Okay, perfect. All right, we'll see you at 10 a.m. then. All right, thank you.
So, according to the opening statements, this was the pivotal moment, at least as I interpret the opening statements, because they want him to be kind of a victim of this young harlot who came in waving her tatas around, and she can do that trick with her nip-nips. So he was kind of like, you know, the Jungle Book when Car spins his eyes. He just got, oh. And she kind of actually made him do it. And it just doesn't line up with what we saw today. Yesterday, we had the opening statements. The defense, well, he might have done it, but not really. But let's wait till we hear this lady. Then we had all the first arriving officers, their body cams, where we saw that don't be jealous you can't wave your tatas around. I can. But we saw all the first arriving officers' body cams. Well, we didn't see it. We heard it because they don't show much of the evidence. Then we had the ME come in and tell he was shot through the head, through the eye, and in the chest. she was stabulated 3 times in the jugular artery area on the left side of the neck. It was once in the back of the head so hard that it chipped the skull, and it maybe a cut across either the side of the neck or the front of the neck. She had a knife wound to the shoulder. She had what I interpreted as punches to the face. She had bruising on her chest, and that could be from trying to resuscitate her, of course. What's a nip trick? Well, it's the female equivalent of doing the helicopter. It's the way you ladies confuse-rate us men. It's when you do this thing. I spin them round, right, baby, round, round. That's very confusing to men. But we had the ME talking about the injuries. Then we had the au pair come in and tell how they planned it. He told her, "I'm going to unalive my wife," and she said, "Oh, sure, of course you are." And then all of a sudden, she was okay with the idea, and they set up this fetish website account and got in contact with this poor Joseph Ryan guy, who, yeah, he might have been kind of a sexual freak. So what? But they talked him into coming over, bring a knife, bring some chains, bring a rope, and they would then. The nanny was waiting outside, so she could give the go signal to the husband, come home, find them fighting upstairs, and then they clocked him, and then her. And according to the defense opening, this was where the defense really should have punched back, shown that she was very untrustworthy. Yeah, she did do some monetary deals, yes, but she also shut up for a year while he was still paying the bills. So I don't think it landed as well as it did. But I can see someone saying something about Verizon. It's not just Verizon that's down. It's major carriers are down across the USA. I just saw it on the twat. So it's not only Verizon. So yeah, they came up with quite the plan, didn't they? Yes, they did. And I think that's one of those things that'll will probably lead to his downfall, because they're going to use that he's an IRS agent and might have had some kind of training. That's why he did okay, we're putting up, we have to make the accounts on Christine's computer, so it's not in Christine's name on my phone. So that's really smart. If you're going to be a criminal and you're going to use digital footprints, put it on the victims or the yeah, put it on in the name and on the devices for the person you claim made it. That's really smart. That's what a lot of these dumb people don't do. They will make I have well, I'm not going to tell it because you ladies, you are a little bent out of shape right now. So my FedLife account is absolutely not Let's Go Brandon 69. And it's not the only things I don't want to participate in is foot play and teeth play. So don't go looking up Let's Go Brandon 69. It's absolutely not me, ladies. But it's really smart to do it on her devices, because that's where they normally get messed up, is is when you do it on your own device, and then they'll say, whoopsie, we're going to celebrate the shit out of your phone. And you do it when she's home. That's the smart. They were really smart in planning that part of it. They didn't stage the crime scene correctly. That's where they weren't that smart. How did victim not notice these accounts? Well, she just said every time we got a message from FedLife, he deleted them instantly. And again, if he made another Google account, how many times do you go into your Google Mail and say, oh, I'm just going to push over on my profile picture, oh, I have 5 different Google accounts. I didn't know that. You don't do that. You just go into your email app on your phone and you say, oh, I have an email. If it's not connected to the other Google inbox, you don't see it. And he can just say, no, don't send me any notifications. Then it won't show up anywhere. It's really smart. What is teeth play? Is it biting or you just don't like to look? I hate looking at teeth. That's, yeah. And she made the first call to 911 too soon. Yeah, that was where the plan started to unravel because she panicked when it happened. So, yeah. I only have 2 because YouTube banned me. Well, stop being an a-hole. Oh, by the way, I didn't say that yesterday. The jury is consisting of 7 women and 9 men, so almost an equal split. I don't know anything about race, gender, anything like that, but I know 7. Well, I do know gender because I just said 7 women and 9 men. Hey, Baker, is it almost 11 o'clock? Yeah. Have you been up since 5? Yeah. Are you a little bit tired? Sure thing, bro. Maybe don't stream too long. I don't know. Yeah, that's what happens when Baker is getting tired. Hear the hot mic on stateside. Yeah, I thought it was Judge Ascarati talking to the bailiff while the defense attorney was trying to figure out what to ask. Weirdly, another time, but then we found out it was the defense attorney. How many have Brazilian butt lifts? I got mine in Turkey, so is it really Brazilian? But it's the same as my vajazzling. Can you call it a Brazilian if I had it made by a Vietnamese lady? Those are the questions that should make you come back another time and ask me those. I say stupid things. She admitted all the bad things. Yeah, she admitted everything because she has a plea deal. Her ass is free. She just has to go home to Brazil, lose some weight, get some blonde hair back, and go to Italy and bang someone over there with a false passport. It's not that hard to get back in the grind. Just go home, you get a false identity, and you go over and get another sugar daddy, and he will pay for you. Yeah. FetLife, Fet, F-E-T. So if a dyslexic a guy like me was looking for a federal worker, I would probably end up on that website. Can you still call it a hamburger if you don't make it in Germany? Well, can you call it a hamburger when it's made from beef? Those are the questions. Bakers in pecking. I'll peck you, Farrell, but hashtag no pecking. Pecking is when you peck people on the shoulder, right? I met Farrell. She's not that tall. I could peck her. Did the subpar admit to actually shooting or stabbing? She admitted to shooting. She didn't admit to stabbing. And that's the same story I believe they told at the scene. I bet the jury is going home wishing they could keep her in the slammer as well. Yeah, but yeah. Oh my. She could be home for Carnival. She could. Hey, Jen Fox, you're a little late today, but welcome, welcome. That's exactly what pecking is. Yeah, and I don't like people pecking me. I don't think she could find a sugar daddy. I think Brandon mainly wanted an accomplice, not a sugar baby. He probably would have eliminated her next. No, this is why you make your crimes with someone who is there on a pair deal. Because if she's not smart enough to run to the police when you say, I think I'm going to kill my wife, she's not going to run to the police when you say, well, you're all banged out and I've been with you for 2 years now. You're just turning into another girlfriend. Now it has to be work. It was fun back in the day when you christened every room with a little bit of the brown chicken, brown cow, and you could have fun back when she didn't thought it was annoying when you came sneaking up every time she was doing the laundry. So you just say, well, sorry, hon, you're going back to Brazil and you have nothing to do with it because you have no sponsor, you have no green card. You're going back to Brazil. And then he goes along. We know he, from articles, we haven't had that presented in court yet, that he has been unfaithful multiple times before this. Wet life is for P-play. Oh. Yuck. 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 This is a good Christian channel. But it's going to be interesting where we're going tomorrow. Again, they said a 4-week trial. Well, they have to T the cross and I the dots. So we'll have to figure out what they're going to do. But at least this lady is out. So he can't ask 5 hours of questions that got him nowhere. What did the poll? Didn't I make a poll? I did make a poll, didn't I? Didn't I make a poll? Where the hell did my poll go? Well, I thought I made a poll about if he destroyed her, but it's not showing up now. Yeah, I did. That poll is gone. And I didn't close it. And I can't see it now. I forgot my poll this morning and now I can't see my poll. Well, anyone saw what the poll said? Okay, the response was everyone said he destroyed her. I don't believe you, J7. I don't believe you. Because, yeah. No, 84%, yes, 16%. Is it still up? Because I can't see it anywhere. That's weird. Yeah, let's go back and watch all of it, but let's set it down to 0.775 and see if we missed something. It's still snowing. Money. Stay inside. Stay warm. A man that can't see his poll is a sad man. Well, I can find it with my hands. When I voted, was 80 no, 20% yes, but that was early. Well, 16% is still a good enough number for me. That shows us that we are not all in an echo chamber, because being in an echo chamber is just like being Plevin, because Plevin has now made 3 accounts that is constantly talking to each other on the Twitch sweat, so he has some content at night. That's amazing. I need to get into that grift so I don't have to sit here with all of you lovely people for all of these lovely hours. But we're going to do it again tomorrow, because tomorrow is another day. Like the Danish king Valdemar said, tomorrow is another day. He was then called Valdemar another day. And he went around and punched the heathen in the face, and he was pretty good at it. And I think it was his grandson who was called, maybe it was him called, no, his grandson called Valdemar Victory. He was the one who was given the Danish flag from God himself. And then we beat some heathens. Well, they weren't technically heathens. They had been converted a few years before, but we converted them into true Christians when we killed them, because we are that generous with Christianity. So why I say stuff like this, no one knows. But Valdemar Victory in Estonia, I believe it was given the Danish flag, the world's oldest used national flag, by God himself. And we went out and we said, well, we're going to effing make you Christian as a thanks for the flag. I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying stuff like I'm saying. Cybercheck is on at 6, by the way. I will not be watching as I will be sleeping. I will be trying to do my normal night show that is a little more loose at 11:30 Eastern. There will be a new song tonight because the other one was a little Christmassy. So tonight will be a new song. Don't watch the video. It gets a little sexual. So that's how we're going to do it. Saxons? No, the Saxons we beat when we were Vikings. Then they turned Christian before us. And then we beat them some more. And then we went home and said, nah, let's be Christian as well. And then we went over and beat them again because they were not good enough Christians. And that's Valdemar Victory, who went over and owned half of England, as well as all of Denmark, all of Norway, I believe, and parts of Russia. Back when Denmark was a big old fighting nation. And we showed everyone how to be good Christians by killing them. That's how we did it back in the day. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. It is 10:48 my time. So if I am really fast, I can be in bed by 11:30 and I can get 5 hours of sleep. So let's do that and not ramble more about nothing. This case is going to continue tomorrow, 10 o'clock. We're going to start a little bit before that, do a resume. No, that's not what we're going to do. We're going to do a recap of what happened today, and then we're going to go straight into it. I hope you will join me. I'm going to chuck you all over to Mo. Say hello to Mo from me and wish her a happy honey bun. Because if there's something everyone needs, it's a little more squishy honey buns.
I'm Jimmy. How y'all doing?
I know English is your second language, but you don't word
It's
your
my
questions
third,
carefully.
but I'm still better at it than you. You are
The most important people in this case that everybody seems to have forgotten in this room is the jury. So we're going to take a 15-minute break and both sides take a pregnant pause and think about the jury.